Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. It is said that a singer's soul is in his throat, a poet's soul is in his heart, but a dancer's soul parades the entire body. An Arangetram, literally meaning to ascend the stage, is a key milestone in a dancer's journey and is a celebration of the art. It's trained over several years for every Bharathanatyam artist. Today, we see it is a culmination of Elena's dedication to achieve this goal, marked by her hard work, perseverance, and discipline. Being World Dance Day and also as a day of her Guru Srimati Gayatri Chandrasekhar's 35th Arangetram anniversary, today is all the more momentous and significant for Elena. On behalf of Mrs. Atiya and Mr. Kaiser and Nrutya School of Art, I welcome one and all to the Arangetram of Kumari Elena Kaiser. You are a light for me in the dark, an inspiration and an aspiration. Support me always. I will succeed in all ways. Taking these sentiments to heart, Elena will now do her Guru Vandana to Guru Natyakala Ratna Srimati Gayatri Chandrasekhar. Srimati Gayatri Chandrasekhar is easily one of the best Bharathanatyam artists we have in our age and has been enchanting her audience through her sheer passion towards dance. A loyal patron of this art form, she established Nrutya School of Art in the year 2009 in Bangalore. Today, she imparts to her students what she believes to be a sacred art form. Guru Gayatri has traveled all over the country and the world, mesmerizing her audience with her dance. A passionate dancer, her dance journey commenced in the Varur Pani at the age of 6, and she went on to complete her Arangetram at the age of 12 under the aegis of Guru Kalai Mamani, late Srimati K.J. Sarasa, one of the most sought-after classical dance maestros in the field of Bharatanatyam in Chennai. This is where Gayatri's passion encountered sheer excellence. As a member of archaeologist Dr. Nagaswamy's internationally acclaimed dance troupe in the year 1995, she made her international debut. An overall 35 performances staged across countries like Germany, Canada, Sweden, US, UK, Singapore, Brunei, Malaysia, Oman, Japan have earned her incredible fame. With a Master's in Commerce from the University of Chennai, she currently heads as Director of Shekhar Logistics Private Limited in Bangalore. Gayatri has been an A-grade artist of the Chennai Doordarshan and has been bestowed with the honor of performing Bharatanatyam recitals not just once but twice in the august presence of the then Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, late Selvi J. Jayalalitha. Another interesting fact is that hers was the first ever dance performance in the British Museum of London, and she was the torchbearer for all the other performances that followed. Her prowess in choreography reflects in her different productions. The most recent rendering, Panchali, the epitome of femininity and feminism, has been a well-acclaimed monologue, brilliantly conceptualized and choreographed by her. Krishna Kaumudi and Navarasa Ramayana are other monologues of hers which prove her mettle as a brilliant choreographer. She's reworked her Ramayana ballet monologue as a ballet, Maryada Purushottam Sri Rama, and has presented it with her students in various sabhas. Her expertise doesn't stop with only the classical format of dance. Apart from lending her creativity towards choreography, contemporary fusion and Bollywood styles, her artistry translates onto canvas too. Donning a new hat this time around, she's making her presence known in the literary world with her first book, The Self-Love Gypsy, which was released in May 2022 in the presence of eminent dignitaries. She has, to her credit, numerous awards and accolades for her dedication towards this art form. To quote a few, Natyakala Ratna 2022 awarded by Rotary International, Mrs. India 2021, AIWAA 2021, Femina Icons of South 2020, IWDIAA Women Achievers Award, G-Town Most Influential Classical Dancer, Asia Women of Substance, Heart and Soul Women Rising Award. She was also adjudged Best Performer for Dance and Music Festival Season in the Parthasarathi Swami Sabha 2016, Spirit of Youth Competition winner, and she was also titled Natya Kalaratna by the Gana Mukunda Priya Trust, Chennai. Apart from these accolades, Guru Gayatri has been featured in Femina magazine, and she is one among the most powerful women of South as part of Femina's coffee book. An important feather in her cap, utilizing her talent for a generous cause and to fulfill her humanitarian goal, she has performed a fundraiser for Karunashraya, a home for cancer patients, in association with cricketer Rahul Dravid. Along with her husband Chandrasekhar Vishwanath, she also makes donations to the Needy Hearts Foundation to help children from weak socioeconomic class to undergo heart operations free of cost. A humanitarian, a tarot card reader, a certified life coach and healer, Gayatri's metaphor for dance and rhythm says, "Don't dance to live, but live to dance." And that, in a concise version, is Guru Srimati Gayatri Chandrasekhar. We now have Elena doing her Guru Vandana. Before we proceed with today's Arangetram recital, I request the audience to kindly put your cell phones on mute and to avoid taking pictures with flash. There are times when plans go awry. Despite our best efforts, sometimes we need to expect the unexpected. As dancers, we learn to go with the flow and to handle unexpected changes in our plans. Today is one such scenario where, unfortunately, Mr. Gajendra Sharma, the chief guest, is indisposed and cannot be here. As fellow artists who know that some exceptional circumstances arise, Shri Chetan Gangadkar and Srimati Chandraprabha Chetan have graciously accepted our request, which was very, very last minute, and have agreed to be a part of today's show. We are deeply indebted to Shri Chetan and Srimati Chandraprabha, who have accommodated us at such short notice. Our sincere thanks, sir and ma'am. A quick intro to our heroine of today, Elena Kaiser. Elena is a 10th grader at Akia School, BTM Layout. She's the older of two daughters of Dr. Atiya Faruqi and Kaiser Masood. As a child, Elena was interested in various art forms, especially performing arts like theatre and dance. At the age of 6, she was initiated into Bharathanatyam by Shri Gajendra Sharma at his institute. In the last 7 years, she has learned Bharathanatyam under the tutelage of Guru Srimati Gayatri Chandrasekhar. Elena has also performed alongside her Guru on a few occasions. The journey of 10 years of learning this art form has shaped Elena as a person. She says, she's learned to be determined and disciplined. She reflects that relentless practice, recovering from setbacks, learning from failures, and balancing competing priorities are experiences from which she has benefited the most. Elena has also participated in theatre courses and has been certified by the Trinity School of Speech and Drama. She's also learned contemporary dance. Choreography and exploring new dance forms is a passion for her. Over the years in school, she has won a few inter-school public speaking and elocution competitions. She's an emerging graphic artist and enjoys design. She spends most of her leisure time reading and being with friends. Put your hands together and welcome Elena. With the blessings of the Guru and the elders, after the traditional Valuvur Todayamangalam Jayasuddha Purivasa, Elena will commence her recital with a Pushpanjali as a sign of supplication and faith. Today's Pushpanjali is set in Arabi Ragam and Adi Talam.
जय शुद्ध पुरिवास जय महा ज्ञान सवेश जय गज संहारेश जय कृति वासेश जय 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 शुद्ध पुरिवास जय महा ज्ञान सवेश जय गज ब्रह्म तीर्थकारक नित्य मंगलम भक्त स्वामी नाथक कृपा सहित नित्य मंगलम पंच ब्रह्म तीर्थकारक नित्य मंगलम भक्त स्वामी
Alaripu. It's a reference to a blooming bud, a pure Nrutya piece which is a preparation for a more complicated stance and is a poignant indication of the true potential that lies within the dancer. Elena will now perform a Chatushratala Alaripu.
Monetarily, vocals, voice, volume increase.
Tattai ya tai yum ta ta tam kita taka tattai ya tai yum talang kutaka de kutaka kading kina tom tam titam kita taka tai tattai kita taka tam titam kita taka tai tattai kita taka tam titam tai tattai tam titam tay tất tay tam tiết tam tay tất tay tam tiết tam tay tất tay tam tiết tam tari kita taka tay taday tari kita taka tam tiết tam tari kita taka tay taday tari kita taka tam tiết tam tari kita taka tay taday tari kita taka tam tiết tam tari kita taka tay taday tari kita taka tam tiết tam kita taka tay tattai kita taka tam titam kita taka tay tattai kita taka tam titam 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 tari kita taka tay tatai tari kita taka tam titam tari kita taka tay tatai tari kita taka tam titam tari kita taka tay tatai tari kita taka tam titam tari kita taka tay tatai tari kita taka tam titam tari kita taka tay tatai tari kita taka tam titam tari kita taka tay tatai tari kita taka tam titam tari kita taka tay tatai tari kita taka tam titam tay tatai tari kita taka tam titam tari kita taka tay tatai tari kita taka tam titam tari kita taka tay tatai tari kita taka tam titam kita taka tay tatai kita taka tam titam kita taka tay tatai kita taka tam titam 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 tay tatai tam titam tari kita taka tay tatai tam titam 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 tari kita taka tay tatai tari kita taka tam titam tari kita taka tay tatai tari kita taka tam titam tay tatai tam titam tay tatai tam titam tay tatai tam titam tay tatai tam titam tari kita taka tay tatai tari kita taka ta kata jam karita dirgitak jam kari chaka tari tai dirgitak tadingina tom dirgitak taka tadingina tom dirgitak taka teko tadingina tom tam titam dirgitak 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 talang kutaka teko taka tadingina tom tatai ya tai yum
bringing out three aspects of dance: unity of music, rhythm, and movements. Jatiswaram is a pure Nrutya item focusing on Angashuddham, which is proper postures and movements. In combination with the flow of melody and rhythm, a Jatiswaram evokes a sense of harmony and joy of dance in the hearts of the spectators. Elena will now be presenting a Jatiswaram in Vasanta Ragam and Rupakatalam.
sa sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga
தடங் குதக தே குதக ததிங்கின தோம் தாக்கத்த ஜம் தரிதா தக்கும் தரி குக்கும் தரி கிட தக ஜம் தரி ஜக தரி தை தக்கும் தரி குக்கும் தரி கிட தக தாக்கத்த ஜம் தரிதா ஜம் தரி ஜக தரி தை தாக்குத்த ஜம் தத்தக்குத்த ஜம் தளங் குதா கிருதக தரிட தோம் தாக்குத்த ஜம் தத்தக்குத்த ஜம் தளங் குதா கிருதக தரிட தோம் தாக்குத்த ஜம் தத்தக்குத்த ஜம் தளங் குதா கிருதக தரிட தோம்
sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga ri sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ma da gamadani sadi sani dani dama da da ma ni dama gama gari sa sa ni dani sa gamada sa gamada dani sadi ni sa dani ma gamadani sa ni da ma gari ni sa ga ma da ni da sa sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ga ma da da ni da ga ni da ma da ni da ma ga ma da ri sa ma ga sa ga ma da ni da ma da ni da ma ga ma da ri sa ma ga sa ga ma da ni da ma da ni da ma da ma da ri sa ma ga sa ga ma da ni da ma da ni da ma da ma da ri sa ma ga sa ga ma da ni da ma ga ma ga ri da ma da ni ga ri ma ni da ga ma da sa ni da ga ma da ni sa da ni sa ni da ni da ma da sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ga ma ma ga ga ni da sa ni da ni sa di ni da ni da ma ga ri sa ga ni sa ri ni sa ga ma da ni da ma da ni sa di sa ni da ga ni ma da ni di sa ga ma da ni sa ni da ni sa di ni da ni da ma ga ri sa ga ni sa di ni sa ga ma da ni da ma da ni sa di sa ni da ga ni ma da ni di sa ga ma da ni sa ni da ni da ma da ni da ma ni da ma ga da ma ga ma ga ri sa ni sa ga ma ga ma da ni sa ni da ma da ni da ma ni da ma ga da ma ga ma ga ri sa ni sa ga ma ga ma da ni sa ni da ni ma da ni sa ni da ma ga ni da ma ga ri sa ga ma da ni sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ni da ma ga ri ni sa ga ma da ni da sa ga ga ma ma da da ni da sa ga 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 ma ma da da ni da sa.
Religiously following the tenets of a Guru, Kalaimamani Srimati K.J. Sarasa, Guru Srimati Gayatri fosters the Varur Pani of Bharathanatyam and believes that classical dance is a powerful ally for not just improving our physical fitness, but to also help improve our emotional, cognitive, and social attributes. And Nrutya, We take pride in upholding the traditional parampara of Guru-Sishya relationship. Our students have been part of prestigious performances like the Chidambaram Natyanjali, Kapaleshwara Temple, Chennai, annual performances at the Hosur Natyanjali and the Alsur Someshwara Temple, a fundraiser for Karunashraya, to mention a few. Students also had an opportunity to perform the inaugural dance on Mahashivratri 2022 along with their guru at the Tanjavur Sri Brahadishwara Temple. Students from the Nrutya banner have participated in various competitions conducted online during the pandemic time, and we are proud to say that our students have bagged prizes in every single competition that they have participated in. Moving on to the next recital in today's Margam, a Varnam, one of the most enthralling and challenging items in a recital. A Varnam is the longest and the most demanding sequence in the Margam. There is a perfect synchronization of bhava, raga and tala, thus giving the dancer abundant scope for displaying her rhythmic talents along with the portrayal of various emotions or the abhinaya. Known by various names like Guha, Shanmuga, Karthikeya, Subramanya, today's Varnam depicts the Nayika's pining for her lord, her pleas to her Sakhi to go forth and bring her lord. In the first half of this Varnam, we will see the Nayika imagining how her lord will appear on his peacock in a beautiful garden. His birth, he who was born out of the sparks created from Lord Shiva's third eye, each spark becoming a baby in 6 different lotuses, and how his mother, goddess Parvati, described his features, how he is the beloved of his uncle, the Lord Vishnu. In the latter half of the Varnam, we see the Nayika telling her Sakhi of a determination to forever keep the Lord in her thoughts. She calls upon the Lord, who, in his myriad leelas, dons the role of an old man and meets the gypsy princess Valli. The manner he adopts to convince her to marry him is elaborated, presenting Velanai Varachulladi in Bhairavi Ragam and Aditalam.
சொல்லடி எந்தன் சகியே வேலனை வர சொல்லடி எந்தன் சகியே வேலனை வர சொல்லடி
தக்க தெக்கு தக்க ததிங்கின தோம் தத்த ரே தா தத்தண்ண தா தஜுண்ணு தா ததிம்மி தா தக்குன் தரே கே த தக்கரத்த ரே தா Jurnu ta ta dim mi ta ta kun ta re ki ta ta ka ta ta ri ta 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 na ta ta jurnu ta ta dim mi ta ta kun ta ri ki ta ta ka ta ri ta 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 na ta ta jurnu ta ta dim mi ta சொல்லடி எந்தன் சகியே வேலனை வர 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 சொல்லடி எந்தன் சகியே வேலனை வர
சொல்லடி எந்த சகியே வேலனை வர சொல்லடி எந்த சகியே வேலனை வர சொல்லடி எந்த சகியே வேலனை வர சொல்லடி எந்த சகியே வேலனை வர சொல்லடி எந்த சகியே வேலனை வர சொல்லடி சகியே வேலனை வர சொல்லடி எந்த சகியே வேலனை வர சொல்லடி எந்த சகியே வேலனை வர சொல்லடி
தளங்கு தக்க திக்கு தக்க ததிங்கிட தோம் தக் தித் தக்கணக்க ஜம் தித் தக்கணக்க ஜம் தக்கணக்க ஜம் தரி ததணத்த ஜொணு ததிமி தகிட தக்க தக்க தித் தக்கணக்க ஜம் தித் தக்கணக்க ஜம் தக்கணக்க ஜம் தரி ததணத்த ஜொணு ததிமி தகிட தக்க தித் தக்கணக்க ஜம் தரி கிட தக்க தரி ததணத்த ஜொணு ததிமி தித் தக்கணக்க ஜம் தரி கிட தக்க தரி ததணத்த ஜொணு ததிமி தித் தக்கணக்க ஜம் தரி கிட தக்க தக்க தித் தக்கணக்க ஜம் தரி கிட தக்க தரி தரி தத்தண தத்தண ஜொணு ததிமி தரி ததணத்த ஜொணு ததிமி தர தைய 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 தாத தாதி தக்க தைய 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 தாத தாதி தாதைய தக்க தைய தா தித்தா தத்தித்தா தித்தா கிடதக தரிகிடதோம் தா தித்தா தத்தித்தா தித்தா கிடதக தரிகிடதோம் தா தித்தா தத்தித்தா தித்தா கிடதக தரிகிடதோம்
வேலனை வர சொல்லடி
కుతక తదింగిన తోం తక్ తక్ దిత్త తద్దిత్త తతరి తతణ తజ్జను తదిమి తక తక్ దిత్త తద్దిత్త తతరి తతణ తజ్జను తదిమి తక్ దిత్త కతజం తరి తక తక్ దిత్త కతజం తరి తక్ తక్ దిత్త తక తక్ దిత్తై తత్తణ త తజ్జను త తద్దిమి త తక్కిడ తత్త తక దిక్కు కుతక తిరిగిడ తోం త తక దిక్కు కుతక తిరిగిడ తోం త తక దిక్కు కుతక తిరిగిడ తోం
ஓலையில் மாமையில் மேதில் திகழ்வானடி காலனை எதிர்த்தவர் கண்ணில் பிறந்தானடி காலனை எதிர்த்தவர் கண்ணில் பிறந்தானடி காலனை எதிர்த்தவர் கண்ணில் பிறந்தானடி காலனை எதிர்த்தவர் கண்ணில் பிறந்தானடி காலனை எதிர்த்தவர் கண்ணில் பிறந்தானடி
देखु तक तदिंगिन तोम ता कत जम तरी किट तक ता जम तरी किट तक तई त जम तरी तक जम तरी त कन्नम तरी त जम ता कन्नम ता केदिम ता किट ता तकुन तरी किट तक ता कत जम तरी किट तक ता जम तरी किट तक तई त जम तरी तक जम तरी त कन्नम तरी त जम ता कन्नम ता केदिम ता किट ता तकुन तरी किट तक ता कत जम तरी किट तक ता किडदग तरिगिड तोम ता कुत जम तरी किट तक तई किडदग तरिगिड तोम ता कुत जम तरी किट तक ता तत कुत जम तरी किट तक तई ता कुत जम तरी तत कुत जम तरी ता कुत जम तत कुत जम त जम तन्नम गेदिम तकिट दी ता किडदग तरिगिड तोम दी ता किडदग तरिगिड तोम ता दी ता किडदग तरिगिड तोम
தானடி மாதவ மகிழோ மன்னாதி மன்னன் தானடி நீ சரி சரி கரி சரி ரப மகரி லாப மப மகரி சரி க மபத மபத நீ சரி சரி கரி சரி ரப மகரி லாப மப மகரி சரி க மபத மபத மாபதனி சரி சரி கரி சரி ரப மகரி லாப மப மகரி சரி க மபத மபத மானிதனி சரி க மகரி சரி சரி கரி சரி மபகாரி க மபதனி வேணனை வர சொல்ல எந்தன் சகியே என்னை வர சொல்ல ஆறுமுகம் காட்டி மறைந்து விட்டானடி அறுபடை வீட்டினில் அமர்ந்திருப்பானடி ஆறுமுகம் காட்டி மறைந்து விட்டானடி அறுபடை வீட்டினில் அமர்ந்திருப்பானடி அறுபடை வீட்டினில் திருப்பரங்குன்றம் திருச்செந்தூர் பழனி சுவாமி மலை திருத்தணியை பழமுதிர் சோலை ஆறுமுகம் காட்டி மறைந்து விட்டானடி அறுபடை வீட்டில் அமர்ந்திருப்பானடி மாறுபட சுடர் மாய்ந்தவன் தானடி போருமடியவர் காத்திருப்பானடி என்னை வர சொல்லடி ஆறுமுகம் காட்டி மறைந்து விட்டானடி அறுபடை வீட்டில் அமர்ந்திருப்பானடி மாறுபட சுடர் மாய்ந்தவன் தானடி போருமடியவர் காத்திருப்பானடி என்னை வர சொல்லடி சகியே என்னை வர சொல்லடி எந்த சகியே வேலனை வர சொல்லடி சகியே மாதே ஒரு நாடு மரவேனடி மனமுருதி கொண்டே நடி மாதே ஒரு நாடு மரவேனடி
தடங்கு தக்க திக்கு தக்க ததிங்கின தோம் தடிக்கு டிங்கு தத்த டிங்கு தக்க டிங்கு தக் திருகு தத்தளங்கு தக்க தா தக்கும் தரி கிட்ட தக்க தடிக்கு டிங்கு தத்த டிங்கு தக்க டிங்கு தக் திருகு தத்தளங்கு தக்க தை தக்கும் தரி கிட்ட தக்க தடிக்கு டிங்கு தக்க தா தா தை தடிங்கு தக்க தா தா
மனமுருதி கொண்டே நடி மாதே ஒரு நாடு மறவேனடி 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 பாமா நீகரி சனி சரி சரி க பாமா நீகரி சனி சரி சரி க மாதே ஒரு நாடு மறவேனடி மனமுருகி கொண்டே நடி மாதே ஒரு நாடு மறவேனடி பாரோர் பணிந்திடும் பரம தயாளனை பாரோர் பணிந்திடும் பரம தயாளனை பாரோர் பணிந்திடும் பரம தயாளனை பாரோர் பணிந்திடும் பரம தயாளனை மாலே ஒரு நாடு மறவேனடி மனமுருதி கொண்டே நடி மாதே ஒரு நாடு மறவேனடி தாவ மகரி கம தாவ மகரி சனித சரி கம பதானி பனி தாவ மகரி கம தாவ மகரி சனித சரி கம பதானி பனி தம மாதே ஒரு நாடு மறவேனடி மனமுருதி கொண்டே நடி மாதே ஒரு நாடு மறவேனடி முந்தை வினை தீர்த்த வைத்த சுப்பிரமணியன் விந்தை வழிவெடுத்த வள்ளி மணாளன் முந்தை வினை தீர்த்த வைத்த சுப்பிரமணியன் விந்தை வழிவெடுத்த வள்ளி மணாளனே வள்ளி மணாளனே சுப்பிரமணியன் விந்தை வடிவெடுத்த வள்ளி மணாளன் முந்தை வினை தீர்த்த வைத்த சுப்பிரமணியன் விந்தை வடிவெடுத்த வள்ளி மணாளன் முந்தை வினை தீர்த்த வைத்த சுப்பிரமணியன் விந்தை வடிவெடுத்த வள்ளி மணாளன் முந்தை வினை தீர்த்த வைத்த சுப்பிரமணியன் விந்தை வடிவெடுத்த வள்ளி மணாளன் மாதே ஒரு நாளுமற்ற வேணடி மனமுறுதி கொண்டே நடி மாதே ஒரு நாளுமற்ற வேணடி நீரப மகரி கமனி ரப மகரி நீரபதனி சரி நீ சரி கம காபனி ரப மகரி கமனி ரப மகரி சனி ரப தனி சரி நீ சரி மாதவ நீ ரப மா பதனி ரப ஹரி சரி நீ ஹரி சனி ரப மகரி நீ சரி கமதே ஒரு நாளுமற்ற வேணடி மனமுறுதி கொண்டே நடி மாதே ஒரு நாளுமற்ற வேணடி கல்லிலும் புல்லிலும் கலந்திருப்பானடி சொல்லிலும் செயலிலும் நிறைந்திருப்பானடி தொல்லி செய்வாரக்கு தொண்டு செய்வானடி வல்லவன் ஞானபடி வழக தானடி கல்லிலும் புல்லிலும் கலந்திருப்பானடி சொல்லிலும் செயலிலும் நிறைந்திருப்பானடி தொல்லி செய்வாரக்கு தொண்டு செய்வானடி வல்லவன் ஞானபடி வழகன் தானடி மாதே ஒரு நாளுமற வேணடியே கல்லிலும் புல்லிலும் கலந்திருப்பானடி சொல்லிலும் செயலிலும் நிறைந்திருப்பானடி தொல்லை செய்வாரக்கு தொல்லை செய்வானடி வல்லவன் ஞானபடி வழக தானடி மாதே ஒரு நாளுமற வேணடி மனமுறுதி கொண்டே நடி மாதே ஒரு நாளுமற வேணடி சாசனி ரப மப சனி ரப மகரி மகரி கம பாதம் காப மகரி கம பாம மகரி சனி சகரி சரி கபத பா மகரி பாமக மணி தனி தன் நிசரி சனி ரம பதனி சனி சனி தனி சரி நிசரி மகரி மணி தனி சரி சனி ரம மகரி மாதே ஒரு நாளுமற வேணடி மனமுறுதி கொண்டே நடி மாதே ஒரு நாளுமற வேணடி சுவாமி மலைக்கு சிவனார் அழைத்தானடியே மறைக்க பொருள் சொன்னானடி நாமகள் புகழ்ந்திடும் நான் முகனை சிறையில் நாள் முழுதும் அடைத்த வைத்தானடி தீமைகள் நீங்கிடும் அருணகிரிநாத திருக்குறள் கேட்டருள் தந்தானடி தாமதம் ஏனடி தூதை செல்வாயடி கல்ஜமில் ரதம் இருந்திடுவேனடி மாதே ஒரு நாளும் மறவேனடி சுவாமி மலைக்கு சிவனாரே அழைத்தானடியே மறைக பொருள் சொன்னானடி நாமகள் புகழ்ந்திடும் நான் முகனை சிறையில் நாள் முழுதும் அடைத்த வைத்தானடி தீமைகள் நீங்கிடும் அருணகிரிநாத திருக்குறள் கேட்டருள் தந்தானடி தாமதம் ஏனடி தூது செல்வாயடி கல்ஜமில் ரதம் இருந்திடவேனடி மாதே மனமுருதி கொண்டேனடி மாதையை ஒரு நாளும் மறவேனடி மனமுருதி கொண்டேனடி மாதையை ஒரு நாளும் மறவேனடி மனமுருதி கொண்டேனடி மாதே ஒரு நாளும் மறவேனடி வேதனையை மறவேனடி சகியே
Did Elena not showcase the Naika's pining for her lord with this Varnam of hers? I think she deserves another round of applause for her non-tiring presence on stage. We would now like to invite our chief guests, Shri Chetan Gangadkar and Srimati Chandraprabha Chetan, and the guest of honor, Shri Chandrasekhar Vishwanath, onto the dais for the felicitations. extend a heartfelt thanks to Shri Chetan and Srimati Chandraprabha for really obliging us at the last minute. They are a husband and wife dancing duo trained in two major classical dance forms of South India, Bharathanatyam and Kuchipudi. They are internationally reputed dancers, choreographers, teachers, and academicians who are A-graded artists from Doordarshan, empaneled artists of ICCR, New Delhi. They have traveled extensively for their performances in India and abroad. Shri Chetan and Srimati Chandra are amongst very few dancers in India who perform temple ritual dances like Simha Nandini and Mayura Kautam, which is sketching a lion and a peacock with footwork on a canvas while dancing. Perini Natyam, which is dancing on an inverted mud pot, and the only
and dancing very easily. But to come to the stage, the teacher and the student would have literally worked so hard to see this day. it's just not to have a good student, but a good teacher also is required to see this wonderful day. And here we have both come together to put up this wonderful Arangetram. If I say the first half of the Arangetram has been successfully performed, I think all of you will agree. First of all, what I liked about the child is her wonderful smile. Any child who comes to a class with that wonderful smile, I think teacher will be ever ready to teach anything that child requires. I could see so much of hard work which has gone into the preparation of all the items, and every item was picked so carefully and the child could perform it with lot of justice. And the Sancharis, a child of this age definitely would be good in the Nrutya aspect, that is a technique, because of number of years of training. But Elena has worked very intensively on her abhinaya, or the expression part of it also. The teacher has to become a storyteller also. Once the teacher conveys the story to the child and should get that abhinaya out of her, it is a meticulous task. I tell you why. Because nowadays, to make a child smile itself is difficult. I think all of you will agree this. And to convey a story to all of you, and all of you could connect to it, and I heard such wonderful applause from all of you after the Sanchari was over. So I think in this journey, the child has learned not only the Margam technique of the Bharathanatyam, but also so many stories, or the, what do you say, these little things in dance class will, as you grow old, you will cherish it. Because the teacher who comes from a tradition, the Guru Shishya Parampara, will just not be teaching what she is teaching. She carries the Parampara from what she learnt. My Guru used to always say, as a young kid, I used to always have a question. If the teacher passes by 10 times a day, from morning to evening, all my seniors used to touch her feet 10 times a day. I used to feel morning when she entered the class, we have done it. While going, why can't we do it? So once I was such a bold student, I asked her, why all these people are touching your feet every time you walk around the class? So I'm talking about Guru Maya Rao, who is no more, a doyen of Kathak, who introduced Kathak to Bangalore or Karnataka. She said, a very good question. She had that child sitting in front of her with lot of innocence, and his eyes was waiting for the answer. She said, come here, sit down. You're not touching my feet. You're touching the feet of Lord Nataraja, the Guru Parampara. you're not touching my feet, you're touching the feet of Shambhu Maharaj and his gurus and his parampara, which finally goes to Bharata and his Lord himself, Nataraja. So that is when I understood every single aspect in the dance class is a learning process. It is just not that blessings we get from our elders or our gurus, it is the learning of life itself. And Elena has done a wonderful job in the first half, and I'm expecting the same with more and more enthusiasm which she has. She will definitely prove to be fine and great in the second half too. And the music ensemble was so supportive to the kid. I always say this, if we have a fantastic music ensemble, then the half of the war is won. And Bangalore has such wonderful, internationally reputed musicians. I think we have blessings of Goddess Vagdevi herself to have such wonderful musicians. I think all of you would have gone through that melody, that percussion, that rhythm, which was a feast to all of us. I and Chandraprabha wish a great success to this little kid, and I congratulate the parents because it's not easy. When madam called me in the morning, she said she's a doctor. And having such a profession and giving that much of time, both the parents, I think a big round of applause to them also. And dance has no language, no religion, and no barrier. I think each one of you agree this, and this little kid has been trained so wonderful by Guru Shri Mati Gayatri Chandrasekharji. And every time a flower blossoms in the field of classical dance, one hard-working guru behind that journey of that child is always seen. And I request all these kids who learn classical dance to carry forward this tradition and not leave it halfway. And I expect the same from Elena also. I would tell all these youngsters, this has not come easily to you. It was not a cakewalk. You have learnt it hard way. Don't give it up easily. Take it forward and take the Guru Parampara and your teacher who has strived so hard to get you to this stage, and tell her name or his name, whoever helped you to reach this platform. Then you will get lots of blessings, not only from the Guru, but from that whole parampara which you represent. So I bless this child, and I expect her to continue the hard work, and definitely her Guru would also expect the same. And with more and more experience, I think this child is going to reach the horizon. She's just 10, and now she has done so wonderfully. Imagine 10 years later, with her hard work, every day should be learning process. And with this wonderful start, Elena has a bright future. And I thank Gayatri ji for remembering me in such a time. I said, I'm going to be here to bless this child, and both of us are here. I said, I need 5 minutes to reschedule all my things, and everything was rescheduled, and we are here to bless this wonderful child. It shows that through Bharati ma'am, I know Gayatri ji, and that wonderful, we don't speak on phone or meet every day or something like that. But that Bandhavya, through that person whom we have, we respect Bharati ma'am, and definitely I couldn't have said no. And if I would have said no, I would have missed such a wonderful show. So, singing, as I always mention Bharati ma'am, it is to the next level. And Harsha Samaga sir's Mridangam, Vivek, and we had Madhusudan sir enthralling us with their wonderful music. And this evening is still awaited with much more to watch. With lot of blessings to Elena. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for such wonderful words of encouragement for our Elena. Our guest of honor, Mr. Chandrasekhar Vishwanath, Director, Shekhar Logistics Private Limited, is professionally qualified and has a master's in international management with a concentration in international financial management from the University of St. Thomas, St. Paul, Minnesota, USA. We at Nrutya also know him as the strong, silent pillar of support and encouragement to our Guru, Srimati Gayatri Chandrasekhar, her better half. Shekhar Logistics is a growth-oriented and leading logistics solutions provider, mainly associated with Messrs. Tata Steel Limited, and are the authorized handling agent of steel products for transport contractors throughout South India through their yards in Vijayawada, Bangalore, Chennai, and Hyderabad. They are also Class 1 civil engineering contractors for Southwestern Railway, Rail Wheel Factory, and Tata Steel. The company has been in this business for the last 4 decades and also boasts of other huge, well-known clientele. To name a few, the Container Corporation of India, Concor, Toyota Suzhou India Private Limited, Tata Raisen Limited, Wheels India Limited, Tube Investments of India Limited, and so on. Mr. Chandrasekhar has taken over the charge as Managing Director of Shekhar Logistics and has implemented turnaround strategies to provide a definite impetus to its growth. The long association with Tata Steel, who are known for the humanitarian goals, has enabled Mr. Shekhar to evolve with these tenets and has helped him achieve the same, be it with his company or his personal life. An active Rotarian and a Paul Harris Fellow Major Donor of Rotary International, Mr. Shekhar is associated with Needy Hearts Foundation. An avid golfer, Mr. Shekhar is able to correlate the sheer discipline, hard work, determination that he exercises in his sport and sees it in all the dancers who are under the Nrutya banner. He's a man who plays not for the glory, but for the sheer love of the game. We request Mr. Chandrasekhar Vishwanath to come onto the dais to say a few words of encouragement for Elena.
Good evening, everyone. And firstly, I would like to thank all of you for making it a full audience today. And certainly that's very encouraging for the dancer and as well as the Nrutya team also. And, making it on a Saturday evening I know, is a strong commitment, and y'all have made it. Thank you very much. And also, thanks to our chief guests for making it in the last minute. I really appreciate it. Means a lot. Thank you. Today is a very significant day for me, basically for 2 reasons. The first reason being that it's on the same day Gayatri actually got her Arangetram 35 years ago. and that too on a World Dance Day. And the second is that my best friend, daughter, Elena's Arangetram is today, and that means a lot to me. And to say 35 years ago, we were certainly to the truest, really outstanding students, okay? To the truest meaning, okay? And I think 35 years later, we have made it outstanding in our careers. Thank you, Kaiser, for being a great friend. It makes me really proud to be here today. See, in order to get to the stage of Arangetram is just not an overnight achievement at all. And I know not a lot about dance, but I know something about discipline, and I can relate it with golf. I've played at the national level, and I play for the Indian Premier League, and I've been an avid golfer all my life. And I think the main similarity which I see is that what Elena and got out was what I was observing sitting out there was the effortlessness. And today when I play golf, I have practiced personally for hundreds of hours. Even during the COVID times, all I would do is practice, and I can be out there all alone and practice. And today's display was a total commitment to practice what she displayed over the years. And the coordination of systems between the teacher and the commitment to practice between the teacher and the student was displayed today. And that is highly commendable. Thank you. And when we practice golf, if I can just cite an example, is that, yeah, we do practice. We practice really hard. But why do we practice that very hard? The reason is that we want to make it look simple. The reason is we want rhythm in our swing. So everyone whom I also teach is that please, when you play golf, don't hit at the ball. Just go through the ball. And that's what I saw today. You just threw. It's from the heart. It's got to perform it that way. So when I go and I'm standing over the ball, I'm not going to have swing thoughts. I just go, look at the target, and just swing. But that won't come overnight. It's a lot of toil, and it looks effortless. And that's what every student should be aiming for, that the ultimate effort of putting efforts should become effortless. Okay. And build in the rhythm, and I think that's what, and to say today, I'm at loss of words to express how beautifully this child could make a complicated dance look so simple. That is highly commendable, and I wish her all the best. It was simply fantastic, and I'm yet to see the second half, and I can already feel how good it would be. She made it look very simple, and I have just gone up and down the stairs in my house, and I've seen her practice, and she's really worked hard, and that's all I could say about the dance, is that I witnessed her working hard, and that's commendable again. And a special note of appreciation is to the music team, which over the years I've seen Nrutya, the music team and the Nrutya team, Sweta and everyone else, they stood by as strong pillars to the Nrutya School of Art, and I think that's a moral support for Gayatri more than anything else, and thank you very much. Okay. Thank you all, and all the best, Elena. Thank you.
Oh. I think this is the first day I was worried more about the chief guest of honor speech than the dancer herself. Yeah, thank you. First of all, I would. The first thank you goes to Chetan and Chandraprabha because, uh, you know, that was really nail-biting experience in the afternoon when Athiya called me and said the chief guest is unable to come. And then I made a few calls, and the first go-to person for me is Bharati. And then when I called her, she said, call Chetan. Actually, he was there for my previous Arangetram in the same venue. So I immediately called, and it was, he just, as he just said, 5 minutes, give me time. He didn't even say, I will confirm. He said, I will just reschedule my appointments for the evening and I'll be here. And that is, we're really grateful for that, both of you. Thank you so much. I think God makes it happen that way because I just heard from them that it is also Chetanji's Arangetram anniversary today. That is something, the stage needed to experience today, I think. Actually, when they fixed Elena's date, I had no clue today was my Arangetram anniversary. It didn't come to my head until day before yesterday. And the best part is, she performed the same Varnam that I performed for my Arangetram. And which was not planned at all. As it is, we didn't plan that it was my Arangetram day. So this was totally a coincidence to me. The day before yesterday, when I, hindsight thought whatever when it came across, it was beautiful. And all the more, I never knew 29th April was International Dance Day, that my Arangetram took place, and his, of course. So it's a pleasure to, celebrate this in such a wonderful way. And as Mr. Chandrasekhar, my better half, said, on a Saturday evening, putting away all the party plans, including us, to agree for a Arangetram schedule is very nice, because these are the things which we don't get to experience more often nowadays, and it's very important. And I would like to thank Kaiser and Athiya for bringing Elena to me. Because, Kaiser has always been Shekhar's very good friend, and when they met after a, little hiatus, and where they had to speak about generally what your family is doing, and when he heard that I'm a dance teacher, he immediately brought her home, and it was wonderful to have her, and very, very quiet kid, and she never, all that she was questioning me was throughout, for one story I had to tell her 100 stories behind every story that she performed today. That's how well she got the entire information out of me, so that she can bring out that kind of an emotion. It's not easy to bring, as he said, it's very, you can do Nrutya. I can teach Nrutya I could say to anyone today, because the only person I haven't tried is Mr. Chandrasekhar Vishwanath. Our deal is, you dance, then I will play golf. So until then, it doesn't happen. Anyway, jokes apart. So I had, it's very easy to learn Nrutya at some point of time. You can manage and do something, but Abhinaya comes from the bottom of your stomach, literally, from the nabi, wherever, it's important to feel it. It's not just feeling, like as he said, it is the acknowledgement for Elena is when you all clapped after she finished that little story of, Muruga, disguising himself as an old man, and he is having hiccups, and it was a very small story, but as I said, to get that story out of her, I've also worked hard, and she's also worked hard, and day before yesterday when she did it, it was different from last month that she did, because that's what you're looking for, right? And every time you go on the stage, your experiences are different, and you learn more and more, and the abhinaya that comes out of your soul gets better and better. So I'm not going to take this long. Kaiser's got a time... He's got time limit, so I'm going to let the stage for the felicitations. Thank you once again for all of you for being here and encouraging Elena. Thank you so much. And I would also like to thank the entire Nrutya team, my students here, and the student guiding those students. I'd like to acknowledge Shweta, who is faculty of Nrutya today, and she's also my senior student. Her daughter is also my student, and she's my all-in-all Aragarani. Yeah, she takes care of a lot of things where she eases me out of stress, where I need to concentrate on, the kids more. So thank you, Shweta. I would have done it in the last, but this time I chose to do it at first. Thank you.
Thank you, Shekhar, and thank you, Gayatri. We now request our guests to felicitate a wonderful music ensemble. They have not left anything for me to tell about the music ensemble. The chief guest and the guest of honor have already talked enough about them. So, without much ado, on the Nattuvangam and choreography, Guru, Natya Kala Ratna Srimati Gayatri Chandrasekhar. Vocals, Nrutya's Gana Kuil, our vocal support and backbone from the time of Nrutya's inception, Vidushi Srimati Bharati Venugopal. Vidwan Shri Harsha Samaga on the Mridangam. Vidwan Shri Madhusudan on the violin. Our flautist, Vidwan Shri Vivek Krishna. We would also like to take this opportunity to thank the back end support, the beautiful makeup that we've seen on Elena by Sri Shashi. Stills and videos, Shri Madhukar BV, Universal Rasikas. Shri Umesh for the audio mixing. Shri Naveen Narasimha for the lighting. Mr. Srinivas and Mrs. Vanita for the beautiful auditorium setup and all the help they've given. Mr. Kannan for the catering service provided by Eat and Repeat. Thank you.
And that is for Shweta. I'm coming for the picture.
ஆடிக்கொண்டார் அந்த வேடிக்கை காண கண் ஆயிரம் வேண்டாமோ. This Kriti describes the primordial energy of the Tandava dance of Lord Shiva. Do we not need 1,000 eyes to see the wonder of the Lord's dance? Asked the poet. His description of the Lord is as rhythmic as the dance that he describes. The poet believes the Lord as the one who resides in all those who seek him in prayer, thus making him as accessible as can be, giving us a vision of great wonder. A composition of the Tamil composer or poet Muthu Tandavar, Adikondar in Ragam, Maya Malavagola and Adithalam.
ஆடிக்கொண்டார் அந்த வேடிக்கை காண கண் ஆயிரம் வேண்டாமோ. 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 நாடி துதிப்பவர் பங்கில் உரைப்பவர். நாடி துதிப்பவர் பங்கில் உரைப்பவர். நாடி துதிப்பவர் பங்கில் உரைப்பவர். நம்பல் திருச்செம்பொன் அம்பலவாண. நம்பல் திருச்செம்பொன் அம்பலவாண. நாடி துதிப்பவர் பங்கில் உரைப்பவர். நம்பல் திருச்செம்பொன் அம்பலவாண. ஆடிக்கொண்டார் அந்த வேடிக்கை காண கண் ஆயிரம் வேண்டாமோ. ஆடிக்கொண்டார் அந்த வேடிக்கை காண கண் ஆயிரம் வேண்டாமோ. ஆடிக்கொண்டார் அந்த வேடிக்கை காண ஆயிரம் வேண்டாமோ. ஆயிரம் வேண்டாமோ. ஆரணவமணி மாலைகளாட ஆரணவமணி மாலைகளாட ஆடும் மரவும் படைவிரிதாட ஆடும் மரவும் படைவிரிதாட ஆரணவமணி மாலைகளாட ஆடும் மரவும் படைவிரிதாட ஆரணவமணி மாலைகளாட ஆடும் மரவும் படைவிரிதாட ஸ்ரீரணி கொன்றை மலர்தொடையாட சிதம்பரதோராட ஸ்ரீரணி கொன்றை மலர்தொடையாட சிதம்பரதோராட ஸ்ரீரணி கொன்றை மலர்தொடையாட சிதம்பரதோராட பேரணி தேவிய தில்லை மூவாயிரம் பேர்களும் பூஜித்து கொண்டு நின்றாட பேரணி தேவிய தில்லை மூவாயிரம் பேர்கள் பூஜித்து கொண்டு நின்றாட காரணி தாடி எதிர்த்து நின்றாட கனகசபே தனியிலே காரணி தாடி எதிர்த்து நின்றாட கனகசபே தனியிலே ஆரணவமணி மாலைகளாட ஆடும் மரவும் படைவிரித்தாட ஸ்ரீரணி கொன்றை மலருடையாட சிதம்பரதோராட பேரணி தேவிய தில்லை மூவாயிரம் பேர்கள் பூஜித்து கொண்டு நின்றாட காரணி காணி எதிர்த்து நின்றாட கனகசபே தனியிலே ஆடி கொண்டான் அந்த வேடிக்கை காண கண் ஆயிரம் வேண்டாமோ ஆடி கொண்டான் அந்த வேடிக்கை காண ஆயிரம் வேண்டாமோ ஆடிக்கொண்டார்ந்த வேடிக்கை காண கண் ஆயிரம் வேண்டாமோ நடராஜ தில்லையேஷ அம்பலவாண சித்சபேஷ
Madhura Madhura Meenakshi. This beautiful composition elucidates the attributes of goddess Meenakshi. Known as the goddess with sparkling eyes shaped like a fish, the composer expounds her beauty and wisdom and goes on to define that every word of hers is lyrical and embodies sweetness and grace. She is the wife of the Lord Sundareshwara, the one who protects her devotees and bestows good fortune and redeems fallen soul. Preluded by a few sonnets of Meenakshi Pancharatnam set to Ragamalika, this composition of Sri Dayananda Saraswati is set to Ragam Bhageshri in Rupakatalam. Elena will now present Madhura Madhura Meenakshi.
उद्यद्भानु सहस्रकोटि सदृशा केयूर हारोज्वला उद्यद्भानु सहस्रकोटि सदृशा केयूर हार उज्ज्वला बिम्बोष्ठीं स्मितदन्तपङ्क्ति रुचिरा पीताम्बरा अलङ्कृता बिम्बोष्ठीं स्मितदन्तपङ्क्ति रुचिरा पीताम्बरा अलङ्कृता विष्णु ब्रह्म सुरेन्द्र सेवितपदा तत्त्वस्वरूपा शिवा विष्णु ब्रह्म सुरेन्द्र सेवित पदा तत्त्वस्वरूपा शिवा मीनाक्षी प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्य मीनाक्षीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्य वारानिधिम् मुक्ताहार लसत्किरीटरुचिरा पूर्णेन्दु वक्त्रप्रभा मुक्ताहार लसत्किरीटरुचिरा पूर्णेन्दु वक्त्रप्रभा नूपुर किङ्किणी मणिधरां पद्मप्रभा भासुरा शिञ्जन् नूपुर किङ्किणी मणिधरा पद्मप्रभा भासुरा सर्वाभीष्ट फलप्रदा गिरिसुता वाणी रमा सेविता सर्वाभीष्ट फलप्रदा गिरिसुता वाणी रमा सेविता मीनाक्षी कारुण्य वारानिध्यं मीनाक्षीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहम् कारुण्य वारानिधिं मधुरापुरी निलये मधुरापुरी निलये मधुरापुरी निलये मधुरापुरी निलये मधुर मधुर मीनाक्षी मधुरापुरी निलये अम्बा अम्बा जगदम्बा 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 मधुर मधुर मीनाक्षी मधुरा मधुरा वाग्विलासिनी मधुरा मधुरा वाग्विलासिनी मधुरा मधुरा वाग्विलासिनी माता गे मदकता गे मधुरा मधुरा वाग्विलासिनी माता गे मरकता गे मातर मम हृदय निवासिने मातर मम हृदय निवासिने मां पाहि सा மதுராபுரி நிலையே அம்பா அம்பா ஜகதம்பா மதுர மதுர மீனாட்சி மதுராபுரி நிலையே சுந்தரேஸ்வர भागेश्वरी सुंदरेश्वर भागेश्वरी सुंदरेश्वर मीनाक्षी कल्याण वैभोगमे सुंदरेशन कल्याण वैभोगमे मीनाक्षी कल्याण वैभोगमे 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 सुंदरेश्वर भागेश्वरी शुभकारी जगदीश्वरी छाये पतितात्मा पतिकारिणी माये पतितात्मा पतिकारिणी माये परमगुह्य परब्रह्म सखा परमगुह्य परब्रह्म सखा मधुर मधुर मीनाक्षी मधुरापुरी निलये अम्बा अम्बा जगदम्बा मधुर मधुर मीनाक्षी अम्बा जगदम्बा जगदम्बा
The next item, Brahma Mukate. This is a wonderful composition of Sri Annamacharya. It verbatim means there is only one God. The absolute spirit is one and only one. The composer conveys through this song that no matter what one's status is, all are equal in the eyes of God. God is the same, whether you're rich or poor. Sleep is the same, whether you're a king or a servant. The land we live on is the same, whether you're a person belonging to a higher caste or lower. The sun that shines on is the same for an elephant or a dog. And be it good or bad, the Savior is the same. Brahma Mukati in Bauli Ragam and Adi Talam.
ఒకటే పర బ్రహ్మం ఒకటే తందనానాగి తందనానా తందనానా బళ తందనాన బళ తందనాన ఓ బళ తందనాన తందనానాగి తందనానా పురే తందనానా బళ తందనాన బళ తందనాన ఓ బళ తందనాన బ్రహ్మమొక్కటే పర బ్రహ్మమొక్కటే పర బ్రహ్మమొక్కటే పర బ్రహ్మమొక్కటే తందనానాగి తందనానా పురే తందనానా పురే తందనానా బళ తందనవు అందరికి శ్రీహరే అంతరాత్మా కందువగు హీనాధికము బిందులేవు అందరికి శ్రీహరే అంతరాత్మా ఇందులో జంతు కులమంతా ఒకటే అందరికి శ్రీహరే అంతరాత్మా ఇందులో జంతు కులమంతా ఒకటే అందరికి శ్రీహరే అంతరాత్మా హరే అంతరాత్మా శ్రీహరే అంతరాత్మా తందనానాగి తందనానా పురే తందనానా బళ తందనాన ఓ బళ తందనాన తందనానాగి తందనానా పురే తందనానా బళ తందనాన బళ తందనాన ఓ బళ తందనాన నిందార రాజు నిద్రించు నిద్రయు ఒకటే అండనే బంటు నిద్రాదియు ఒకటే నిందార రాజు నిద్రించు నిద్రయు ఒకటే అందనే బంటు నిద్రాదియు ఒకటే నిందార రాజు నిద్రించు అండనే బంటు నిందార రాజు నిద్రించు నిద్రయు ఒకటే అండనే బంటు నిద్రదియు ఒకటే నిండార రాజు నిద్రించు నిద్రయు ఒకటే నిండార రాజు నిద్రించు నిద్రయు ఒకటే అండనే బంటు నిద్రాదియు ఒకటే మెండైన బ్రాహ్మణుడు పెట్టు భూమి ఒకటే చండాలుడుండేటి సరి భూమి ఒకటే మెండైన బ్రాహ్మణుడు పెట్టు భూమి ఒకటే చండాలుడుండేటి సరి భూమి ఒకటే మెండైన బ్రాహ్మణుడు పెట్టు భూమి ఒకటే చండాలుడుండేటి సరి భూమి ఒకటే చండాలుడుండేటి సరి భూమి ఒకటే మెండైన బ్రాహ్మణుడు పెట్టు భూమి ఒకటే చండాలుడుండేటి సరి భూమి ఒకటే సరి భూమి ఒకటే సరి భూమి ఒకటే తందనానాగి తందనానా పురే తందనానా బళ తందనాన బళ తందనాన ఓ బళ తందనాన కడిగి ఏనగు మీద కాయు ఎండనొకటే పుడమి సునకు మీద కొలయు నెండొకటే కడిగి ఏనగు మీద కాయు ఎండనొకటే పుడమి సునకు మీద కొలయు నెండొకటే కడు పుణ్యులను పాప కర్ములను సరిగామ జడియు శ్రీ వెంకటేశ్వరు నామం ఒకటే ఈశ్వరు నామం వెంకటేశ్వరు నామం ఒకటే తందనానాగి తందనానా పురే తందనానా బళ తందనాన బళ తందనాన ఓ బళ తందనాన ఒకటే
Good evening. Well, I'm really overwhelmed. For once, I'm not prepared. And I said that there is nothing to prepare. When I look out, I only find friends and relatives, people who have braved the rain, braved the Saturday traffic. There are people here who've driven from Hyderabad, driven from Chennai, traveled from Mysore, some who have ill parents at home, made arrangements but have been here. There are some of you who have juggled many competing priorities today to make it here. That for me is your love. Thank you so much. We feel very humbled and overwhelmed, honored, and thank you so much. Please stay for dinner. You will never find this combination of dinner because you're getting it from a Muslim. You're getting pure, the best pure that you can get in the city, Brahmin food. That combination you want.
I'm Hannah. My sister, they say, started her journey by dancing in front of the mirror for hours, and I would sit in my cradle looking at her and wondering what she was up to. She was introduced to Bharathanatyam by Sharma sir, and till today finds him as an inspiration that let her pursue this journey. Then she moved on to learning with Gayatri ma'am. I've seen that sometimes she'd come home, teared up, saying, Gayatri ma'am scolded me in front of the entire class. And those other times, you know what? Gayatri ma'am praised me in front of everyone. There have been ups and downs, and a lot of people have contributed to her success, including me, but I'll let my mother do the honors for the rest.
I would begin by saying my thanks, words of gratitude to Mrs. Srimati Gayatri Chandrasekhar. As we all know, that the background that we came from, she has worked really hard for making Elena understand and imbibe all the stories and the stories inside the stories. And what you see now, Elena performing, and her emotions are all coming out of sheer hard work from Gayatri. So there are no words of gratitude which befit our gratitude to Mrs. Gayatri. The second person here who is present here, the couple who are with us today, and by chance, like Mrs. Gayatri said, that it is by luck and chance that they are here on a special day of theirs and a special day of the World Dance Day. I thank Sir Chetan and Madam Chandraprabha to be with us at this very special occasion for us. This has been, as you have very ably worded, a long journey and a hard-working journey. Thank you for your very nice words, which really reflect your true understanding of the culture and following it to the word. Thank you, both of you, for being here. I would like to thank Mr. Chandrasekhar Iyer, who, as a friend, has been a guide in this journey. And like Shweta mentioned, he has been a silent supporter and silent pillar of strength for all of us, like a family member, and supporting us through this journey. Thank you so much, Mr. Chandrasekhar. I would like to mention Sharma sir, who is not here. Due to ill health, last minute he was not able to attend, but he is somebody who had sparked the journey of joy. he brought Elena to understand the joy in dance, and I'm thankful for him. May God give him speedy recovery. Our words of gratitude for, as Sir mentioned, a world-class orchestra ensemble. We have really enjoyed your music, and thank you so much for your dedication to this work. I'd like to thank the entire team of technicians who have supported us and who have been with us to make this stage look beautiful. The lights go lovely, and the audio goes seamless. Thank you all for your support. The entire Nrutya team, which comprises of students and teachers, with a special mention which I have for gratitude for Shweta. Mrs. Shweta Prasad has been like the backbone of the school. She has been Gayatri's support in every little endeavor, and very specially supported and guided Elena, comforted her when she was tired, encouraged her when she was disheartened, but she has been there. Thank you so much, Shweta. I would like to thank the Nrutya girls group who have been working backstage, who have helped in organizing this and putting together this show running seamless because of your hard work. And finally, a big shout out to all the mothers here from the Nrutya group who have supported me and guided me and have been present here every little bit of detail. They said, you don't worry, we'll manage. I am so grateful to all of you. This gratitude comes from my heart. Thank you all for here. And finally, as Kaiser mentioned, there is no audience here. We only have here family and friends. Thank you all for being there and standing with us in this journey of dance and celebrating culture and celebrating our unity. Thank you all for coming here tonight. After Elena's words, there's only one more high energy item. I would request you all to stay back and have dinner with us right after that. Thank you again for sparing your time. Thank you.
Our dinner is, see here? Our dinner is from our caterer and now friend, Mr. Kannan from Eat and Repeat. That's the name of his firm. And you would eat and repeat if you eat with him. One last request. As you finish dinner and you leave, besides the just opposite, adjacent to the lift, there is a table which has a book which is called a memory book. A few words of your experience, if you pen down there, that will be something that Elena will cherish for her life. Thank you.
Good evening. I would like to begin by extending my gratitude to each one of you present here in the audience who have taken the time on a Saturday evening to be a part of my Arangetram, a milestone event. The journey to get here was definitely not an easy one. However, the satisfaction and pride that one gets when having achieved what used to seem a tall mountain is immense and indescribable. That being said, a mountain can be climbed by one person, but the journey to get to it involves several. Likewise, I wouldn't be standing here making this speech if it weren't for a few key people who play and continue to play an important role in not just my dance journey, but my life. The first person I'd like to thank is Sharma sir, who unfortunately couldn't join us today, who has been my first inspiration in this dance journey. I'd like to thank Chetan sir and Chandraprabha ma'am, who on such a short notice still came to grace my event. Gayatri ma'am, who not only gave me this opportunity, but brought me to where I am in Bharathanatyam today. As strict as she can be, I don't think anyone else could have given me the push that you have to get to where I am today. Also, I would especially like to thank you for going just beyond Bharatanatyam and teaching me a holistic range of life lessons along the way. I am ever grateful. Shweta auntie, who is honorably both the compeer for today as well as a disciple of Gayatri ma'am and our teacher. She has been a silent but strong support throughout and has made the whole process of my Arangetram so much smoother and easier. I often used to dislike how you paid so much attention to every little detail when I dance. Elena, sit more in Aramandi. But if it weren't for that, would I really deserve these claps? I would also like to specially acknowledge and thank my peers in Nrutya school who have taken the time and effort to teach me several steps, actions, explanations along the way and have helped me backstage a lot. And all the friends and family who have, especially my dadi, who have supported us in every way throughout. Shekhar uncle, who has been a silent source of strength from the very beginning. Thank you for introducing me to Gayatri ma'am and always keeping a check on how I'm doing. Bharathanatyam and I, like any and everything in life, haven't always had the best relationship. There have been times where I would do anything but attend class, times where I wanted to quit Bharatanatyam. Now, I could go on and say things like, oh, but look where I am here, I never gave up, dedication, consistency, blah, blah. But that's not true. Because if it weren't for my two biggest pillars, the wind beneath my wings, I wouldn't just be standing here, but I wouldn't be who I am today. So thank you, Ma and Pa, for every big and most importantly, little thing that you've done and do. Thank you for driving me back and forth and waiting for me patiently while I'm in class. Thank you for always pushing me to be everything I can, giving the best motivational speeches and hugs. Thank you for the feet massages, coconut water, and, well, I could go on. But most of all, thank you for bringing the little girl who loved dancing to Sheila Ki Jawani in front of the mirror to, well, today. Thank you, everyone, for making me feel like I'm on top of the world, or rather mountain, if you may, with the encouragement and support that has made this event successful. With an abundance of gratitude, I would like to end this evening on a high, high note. Let's please give the biggest round of applause to everyone here today. Thank you.
Well, we've reached the finale for today. A crescendo of a Bharatanatyam recital, the Tilana is a vibrant composition, fast in tempo, with intricate rhythmic sequence and exquisite poses. The Tilana chosen for today is dedicated to the divine goddess Parvati in Gambiravani Ragam.
Nadradhim tanana tanadirana. Nadradhim tanana tanadirana. Nadradhim radradradani nadradhim tanana tanadirana. Nadradhim radradradani nadradhim tanana tanadirana. Nadradhim Radradradani Nadadim Tanana Tanadirana Nadadim Radradradani Nadadim Tanana Tanadirana Nadadim Radradradani Nadadim Tanana Tanadirana Nadadim Radradradani Nadadim Tanana Tanadirana nadradim tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi nadardim nadradim tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi nadardim nadardim tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi nadardim nadardim tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi tananadanadi nadradim tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi nadradim tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi nadradim tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi nadradim 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 tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi nadradim nadradim tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi nadradim tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi nadradim 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 tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi nadradim nadradim tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi nadradim nadradim tridridridani nadardim tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi nadardim 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 tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi 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 tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi nadardim 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 tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi nadardim nadardim tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi nadardim nadardim tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi nadardim 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 tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi nadardim nadardim tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi nadardim nadardim tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi nadardim 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 tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi nadardim nadardim tridridridani nadardim tomdardim tadaradan sagamani zani sada 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 nadardim kamadi sa tadigina tumta mapada mapaga tadigina tum nadardim tananadanadi nadardim nadardim tridridridani nadardim tananadanadi Varanana mayura vaka muka daka varana payodara चारणादिसुर सुन्दरी चिगुरशेखरी कृतपदाम्बुज कारणाधिपति पञ्चक प्रकृति कारण प्रथम मातृकां वारणान्तमुख वारण मनसि भावयामि परदेवतां वारणाननमयूरवाहमुख दाहवारण पयोदरा चारणादिसुरसुन्दरी चिगुरशे Tom-dum-dum-dim, ta-da-ra-ran, sa-ga-ma-ri-sa-ni-sa-da. Na-dar-dar-dim, 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 ka-ma-ri-sa, ta-di-gi-na-tum, ma-pa-da-ma-pa-ga, ta-di-gi-na-tum, na-dar-dim, ta-na-na-da-na-di-da-na, na-dar-dim, na-dar-dim, tra-da-da-da-ni, na-dar-dim, ta-na-na-ta-na-di-da-na, na-dar-dim, na-dar-dim, tra-da-da-da-ni, na-dar-dim, ta-na-na-da-na-di-da-na, na-dar-dim, na-dar-dim, na-di-da-na, ta-na-na-ta-na-di-da-na, ta-na-na-ta-na-di-na. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृति स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि नारायणायेति समर्पयामि.
Thank you for being such a lovely audience, encouraging Elena throughout her recital. Just a small request. Once you have your dinner and you're leaving, as you exit, you will find a small memory book. Please do write your valuable feedback because this will be a lifetime memory for Elena. So kindly do that as you're leaving the hall once you have your dinner. Also, we will conclude this evening with a small tradition to ward off the evil eye, after which I request students of Nrutya to come onto the dais for a group picture. After that, Elena is all yours. Thank you for all your cooperation.